Hi there, in this program I'm going to show you how to read strings from the user and how to do so without having issues. What do we mean? So let's say this program demos how to read a string from the user, and we will be using C strings in this class. So we will not be using the string class, meaning we will be using C strings or char arrays through this class. Okay, so we're going to start out by doing char arrays. So as usual, we will do our includes and our namespace. Okay, so we are just going to declare char arrays, so I'll call it C string, char name of how many characters do we want in my C string. Now this number in here could be a constant, so let's go up here and declare some global constants. We'll say const int, we'll say max char, the maximum number of characters we can have in that character array. We'll call our constant max char. Remember our norms, all constants are capitalized. So this C string called name can have a maximum of 101 characters. We tell the user cout, please enter your name. And we will read using cin, our extraction operator name. And let's output something. Say hello so and so. So we output name and an exclamation and say welcome to CS162, some message like that, and end line for new line and return 0. Okay, so now let's build this and run it and see what we get. And then you run it and it says please enter your name. So I'm going to enter my name, first name space last name, and it says hello GD, welcome to CS162, but I entered GD space IR. It doesn't come up with my first name and last name. So see what seems to be the problem. The extraction operator cannot read white spaces and new lines. It will stop reading when it gets to a white space. So here is a good way to read C strings. We will use cin.get to read all C strings after this. cin.get takes 3 parameters. First is the variable, the C string variable, which happens to be name. The second is the number of characters that it can take. And the third is when do we want to stop reading, a single character that tells it when we want to stop reading. And we want to stop reading when the user hits new line. So now let's try the same thing again. We build it. And we run it. And I'm going to enter my first name and my last name. And now it says hello, first name, space, last name, and welcome to CS162. Now let's try one more thing. Let's add another character array called subject. And with the same max char, the same number of characters, we will use that for this string as well. So after we ask the user to enter your name, we will tell them, please enter the subject you are studying. And then we will do cin.get to read it. It's name of the variable, subject, number of characters, I think I have it, max char, and when do we want to stop reading. So then let's change our message a bit. We say hello such and such, you will enjoy and let's say what subject they will enjoy. So it says you will, hello, so and so name, you will enjoy so and so subject with an exclamation at the end. That should do it. Now let's build it and run it and see what we get this time. And you run it. It says enter your name. So we'll enter as usual. We will do GD space IR. And it says please enter the subject, and you're studying, and it never waited. It says hello GD IR, you will enjoy, and there's a space. There's really nothing there for my subject. It did not wait for us. So what is the problem? Here's the problem. cin.get reads until new line, and it leaves the new line character in the buffer. Now the next cin.get comes here and it tries to read it, and it sees the new line character in the buffer and it reads it. And so since there's already something in the buffer, it says, oh, there's a new line character, and it tries to read till the new line character, and there is nothing to read, but it still reads it because there's a new line character, and then it does not wait for the user. So what you need to do after cin.get is you must do cin.ignore 100 characters, or that new line character must be ignored. Now, depending on what we ignore, this character will change. Sometimes it's new line character, sometimes it's some other character that we want to ignore, but it so happens that in this case, we want to ignore that new line character, so the next time cin will wait for an input from us rather than just reading that new line character. So let's try this time. Build it and run it again and see if it does any better. So it says enter your name, first name, space, last name, and it says please enter the subject you're studying. So now it waits for me. So now I can say computer science with a space in between. And it says hello GD IR, you will enjoy computer science. So remember that this is also part of data validation. When you read two strings, obviously if it skips the second string and does not wait for the user to enter anything, it won't be good user input. So do remember to do some of these things as you read integers and strings. Go through some of this code and see what is a good way to do it, and where you need to do your cin.ignore, and how you need to do data validation. Again, this is all part of data validation.